All right, well, hello and welcome back for the second game of the night as we are going to have the Chicago Inferno up against the Miami Nocturnal Hurricanes. Hoping for a good game here as I'm just making sure I saved that last game's replay because then I don't have to mess with the order of things in order to send them to Jay later. But we'll get the lobby made. We'll get everyone in here. And then we are hoping for a good series. As you can see, though, it is 1 versus 8. And the records ended up in very different places, with Chicago ending up at 8-1, clinching in week 6. While Miami end up at 3-6, getting locked to the play-in in the last week. We also have Miami's play-in result where they swept Steinhatchee, so it may be an extra win if you want to count that, though of course not adding it to their record because that's regular season. As we can, though, look at the last time these teams played, which was, as with a lot of these games, week number 1. That was a 5-game win by Chicago, and the teams weren't that different. Now, it was Zach instead of Mincy for Miami, and they have looked a lot better since they got Mincy. But I think it's also fair to say Chicago have looked better as the season has gone on. That was a very back and forth series with Chicago winning games 1, 3, and 5, and a lot of close ones within it, although games 1 and 5 aren't included in that. Of course, we can look at the final standings. We've seen them. We've talked about them. Top 6 qualified directly. Bottom 4, including Miami, had to fight their way through the play-in to lock in this top 8. Looking at the playoff results so far, just one quarterfinal played, and it was a sweep over to Hanoi, contributing to this bracket where Hanoi are the only team in the semis. Meanwhile, it was both high seeds that made it through the play-in, and now we're waiting on 3 quarterfinals to get locked in. We won't have a semifinal determined until tomorrow night, which will be that first one, as New York and Santa Carla will play, and then Lincoln will play on Sunday to determine who plays Hanoi. Moving down then to our stats for this matchup, it is Hallow and Stewie that are the key players, and just like the last one, quite surprising, it's a split 3-3 in the team averages, with goals, shots, assists to Chicago, shot percentage, saves, and demos to Miami. In terms of individual players, both teams are also 4-2, with Wico leading assists and demos, and Mincy leading assists and demos as well. Now, as we usually talk about in these more one-sided matchups, the team that is lower in the standings, especially if substantially, typically has more saves. And that's just because they're lower in the standings, which in theory means that they're likely to be a worse team, which also in theory means they're much likely to be slower, and a team who gets outplaced or just isn't as strong in some ways will typically get forced into defense, leading them to need more saves. So that can be explained. Demos is just a playstyle thing, and then given the fact that Miami have been winning, I guess it makes sense that if they're forced to play more defense, they're more likely to be taking advantage of the chances they're given, leading to that higher shot percentage. So, obviously, the stats they are leading, other than demos, are very close, and I think it's wrong to say anything other than Chicago are a clearly better team based on the season, but there is a bit of a playstyle thing, and that's interesting to me, because Chicago are a team that, against the top teams, will usually try to play more defense. I mean, look at Hallow's saves. They'll sit back more, and they will just take the chances that are given to them. Now, against a team like Hanoi, they'll make sure to outspeed them to make them awkward, and against lower teams, they might be more willing to play loose and play more aggressive to get themselves chances forward. But in general, they're a team that's happier to play more defensive, while Miami are a team that equally, as you can see, will tend to play defensive. So this is kind of a balanced matchup in that way. So what I'm expecting is that Chicago are likely going to try to speed it up and outpace Miami and play the pressure game. But there's also the possibility that it's going to be Miami that end up playing more aggressive. And in that case, the onus would fall on them to make sure they aren't overcommitting. Because that's what I would then expect out of Chicago. And I think it's probably going to be a mix of both. I think Chicago are going to be the much more aggressive team. But of course, Miami are going to get some chances downfield. And then the pressure is going to be on them to be the team that's able to take their chances, show that high shot percentage, and then not just get scored on randomly because they push up too far. Because even if they're able to keep the games close, I don't foresee them being able to get a lot of goals and outscore them, especially substantially. And so I think it is going to be a situation where they are going to need to be economical, take the goals they can get, and not give up any free ones. And so obviously it's been a pretty one-sided postseason. I'm going to have to go Chicago 4-0 here, and I'm interested to see if Miami can keep it closer. Now, we don't have one of our teams in yet, and both teams were sent the info, and one of them did join, so I know the info's correct. So hopefully we're going to get them in here soon. As I see, they're just waiting in the main menu. So I'm assuming based off that we're going to get them joining soon. But hey, we will see. As Stewie now says, it's telling him unable to find server, but Chicago are in. So either he's typing it wrong, or Chicago and I both typed it wrong. And that feels less likely. My guess is there is a specific part of the password that I could see it being easy to mess up. And so I'm assuming he did that. But I don't know exactly. Because I'm assuming he's just typing it wrong. But hey, we'll see. As we'll hopefully get them in here in a second. And then we'll be able to get this one started. But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say, like I've set up, that Chicago are just the clear favorites here. And kind of like the last series, except not even, it will be interesting to see if Miami can fight back. Now, I think the difference here is that Chicago haven't been as dominant all season long. They have been especially clean against the higher teams when they've been able to kind of take advantage of their aggression. While Miami are kind of a lower middle team, but have been playing good lately and might be able to take advantage of them. Like, I think Chicago are probably one of the better... I mean, Hanoi are the worst top team to play against, especially if you are a lower middle team. Then it might be Calgary, then Chicago, then Lincoln probably. But the question is just going to be, can they catch Chicago on an off day? Can they take advantage of mistakes or them trying to play too aggressive? And can they keep their defense clean? And I think that's the main one. That, like I said, you can look at Hallow's defensive prowess, and he might end up having to play or trying to play more aggressive in this series. But regardless, I'm not expecting the defense to be an open door, to say the least, for Chicago. And so I think Miami can't really afford to give up too many, and they're going to need to keep things more locked down in their half. But through the first minute of play, no goals on the board just yet, and it has been quite back and forth. We've seen quite a lot of time in this blue half, and then Chicago have broken out to get a few looks of their own. Stewie now dropping this one down. It's Zach high through the air. Stewie now trying to drop it down. It's floating forward. Mincy now gets it off the left wall. Pinched in front. Sweezy's there. Dunked by Hallow. Now off the right wall. Stewie will shoot, but Wiko's playing back. He will make the save. Of course, didn't do the intro as normal. I'm sure you've been able to tell. It is Chicago on the blue side and Miami in orange. Best of 7 here, as always, in the playoffs. So, extra chances for both these teams to find their form. It's Hallow early, but he can't get that double down. They don't get blocked away by Miami. They'll keep their net clean, and they will keep this game scoreless. Under 3 minutes left to go. Still 0-0 to this point. And now trying to bounce it forward or bounce down the sideline. It'll pop out off the corner. Zach trying to pass it back. Sweezy loses out on that 50. Stewie now in there next. It's out off the left wall. Mincy tapping it down. Stewie now the long clear. Hallow trying to get it away. Stewie letting it go by. Sweezy up in the air again. We go now off the sidewall. This one shot away, but Zach pops it up. He'll get it away cleanly. 2 minutes left to go. Miami forced to reset again as Chicago push in. Hallow, that touch might have stolen it from Wico, but it's still so awkward for Miami, and Zach takes advantage. It could have been a death sentence, but instead it still sets up the next shot as Zach drops it in, and Chicago take the first lead. 2 minutes left to go. Not a lot of time for Miami. They might not need much of it. Stewie, it's in. Tie game. Off the kickoff, Miami respond as Stewie goes bar down over 2 defenders and straight into the net. And that is big. Now, of course, we're going to need to see Miami get a goal out of open play if they want to take a win in this game. Hallow, though, to the back wall. Might get a look, but Sweezy's able to get there. Rico trying to force it down. Zach around the outside, dunked away by Mincy. Mincy now the 50. It'll push towards the center of the net. Stewie trying to float it away. We'll get a 50 down towards the corner. Bouncing into that corner. Zach catching it down. Sweezy now over to the other side. Hallow trying to go up. 50'd away by Sweezy. Hallow now finds Zach. Zach puts it wide. Chicago trying to start another attack, but won't get too much done. As Hallow, though, will find a shot and will find a goal. Zach passes it across. Hallow floats it in. No one able to get in the way of it. And it's 2-1 Chicago. Zach off the sidewall again. This one dropped down. Hallow in the air. Has the double. It's in again. 3-1. Just an unfortunate touch by Stewie. Centers back out to Hallow, and no one can get there for a save. Chicago now lead by 2, and it's starting to look a little bit rough for Miami as Wico adds one more. It just bounces down in front. It ends up getting deflected off the crossbar, and then Wico with a pull shot as he bumps the last defender into putting it through. And so now with 1 minute left to go, this game has suddenly gotten out of hand. And it's a 3-goal advantage now with 60 seconds left to go. But Stewie brings it one back. Mincy pops it up, makes Wico awkward, and Stewie punishes the awkward touch. That'll make it 4-2 now. 1 minute left to go. Still a 2-goal lead, still a pretty clean lead. But a little bit back into question here. Now trying to roll it to the right side. Stewie waiting there, bounce it across. Mincy still trying to wait on it. Now off the sidewall. Wico's up, but Stewie blocks it again. Mincy downfield up the left wall. Zach will get the dunk down. Easy off the left wall yet again. Hallow, bit of an awkward touch. Has to give it up to Mincy. That one awkward as well, but it'll beat the next challenge as Wico's forced to make a save there on Stewie. Mincy now ending up with control. 20 seconds. Miami need a goal soon, but it's another clear by Hallow. Another 50 by Zach. They will waste away the clock. Miami get a couple on the board to make it close, but Chicago won't give them enough. And the Inferno will strike first and will play with a lead through the early part of this series. Miami, not bad, but we're going to need to see better. As I imagine they'll get outshot, and they do, 9-7, so quite close. But the shot diff is the same as the goal diff in Chicago. Just a hotter start. And so we're going to need to see a little bit more out of Miami. Again, not a bad game for them. We did see them get chances. We saw them get goals, specifically Stewie, who has more shots than both of his teammates combined, and both of their goals in that game. And so let's see. Can they clean up some of those defensive plays? Really just get a hand up. Going to be the main part of them. And then can they get more through the net? Because I think 2 is winnable, but most likely you're going to need 3, at least. So we'll see. Because, of course, if you can play a perfect defensive game, you can win it 1-0. So 2 even leaves a little bit of wiggle room. But against Hallow and this Chicago team, it doesn't feel like they're going to be able to shut them out very well. Hallow looks for another center here, so he will catch to the side. He's low on boost, but he'll get another touch for a clear. Zach under it, gives it up to Sweezy, but a low boost. He can just bang it out to the side wall, and Rico's on it. Rico's on it early for the read. And Rico now just following it down, fakes them all out. Almost turns into an open net, but Sweezy's able to pop it away. Hallow on it next. It's just a bullet, and it's just a goal. 1-0. Hallow, a strike from the corner, barely saved by Stewie, but he can't get back to it quick enough, and Hallow dunks it back across the line. And so 1 minute into this one, it's already the first goal on the board, and it goes to Chicago. Almost another kickoff look for Miami, but this time it's saved away there. Zach, though, that one into free space could get awkward until Sweezy will miss. Now give it right back over to Chicago. Hallow with control. Going for a reset. He'll get it forward, looking for another, but can't quite get it. Still, the defense is awkward. Rico strikes high, and then they pinch it away. A really awkward look there for Miami, but they get away unscathed. As Hallow comes up with another save, he'll get another reset. How about 2, but won't be able to turn it into a shot quickly. So we now just popping it away. Zach will keep it close, but can't put it towards net, and so Sweezy will get a catch to the side. He'll get over one, looking to follow it up. Pop in the air again, flick downfield. Hallow will save it away. Stewie now straight up in the air towards the ceiling. Hallow, 50 to the side yet again. Now trying to catch it down. Sweezy off the post. Hallow able to force it away. Stewie dunked by Hallow. Hallow will chase around the corner. Pinched up. That touch won't help too much. Zach trying to pop it forward. Another touch back. Rico will dive in. His shot's wide. Stewie will keep it away for the moment, but Hallow will dunk it right back in. A tie in the air. Mincy will pop it up higher. Stewie not going to be able to go. No one from Miami will. And so they won't get the quick clear. Sweezy now looking for one, but Zach will play it back in again. 50 finally won by Mincy as Sweezy drops it down, but it's high of net, and it's saved away by Rico. Hallow now the center. Mincy away, but it's popped up high. Rico over to the left wall. This one pinched back. Sweezy looking for a catch. It's up off the left side, dropping back down. Missed by Stewie. Hallow the pass out. But Zach is 50 away by Sweezy. 2 minutes left to go. The lead is holding at 1. But most importantly, Miami still trailing. We need to see them break out if they're going to find themselves a game win here. They just haven't had the same chances as they did in that first game. And so as soon as that kickoff look was blocked, this time they've just been forced to play from behind. And Chicago sure aren't giving them anything. They are forcing the ball forward, and they are smothering them. Like I said, that's kind of what I expected, because when you have a player like Hallow speed, as well as teammates that can follow up like Zach and Rico, didn't feel like they were going to be the ones trying to play with the counter. Of course, would have been an option, but they're making it look all right. as Wiko adds another. And with 83 seconds left to play, Stewie is stranded, and Wiko makes it 2. Still not over, as there is time left on that clock, but Miami need to get a goal soon because momentum is shifting and building. Stewie off the left wall, Mincy up early, trying to keep it close. He'll get down to the side wall, he'll 50 through one, he'll get another touch out, really awkward. Sweezy almost gets there, but he's a little bit too slow, and so Hallow will get the clear anyway. Trying to pop it up. He's kind of slow to jump, so Sweezy will get it there, but it's well read by Hallow, although his touch is awkward. Did give Mincy a free one, although he couldn't get it towards the net. Sweezy now on it next, around the outside, a pop across. Stewie's there, it's still wide. Hallow now gonna get bumped off it, trying to recover. He'll still win a 50. Sweezy trying to catch it back. He'll end up with control, and he'll end up with a free clear. But there's only 30 seconds left to go. Miami are still scoreless, and Miami will once again fall short. This time, Chicago really turn up the pressure. They don't pile on the goals, but they do enough, and they give up nothing on the other end. They will take this game once more, and they will take a 2-0 lead in the series, halfway to moving on. Pressure continuing to get higher and higher for the Hurricanes. This time they will just get outshot by 1, as it'll be 8-7. But, I mean, despite that volume of shots, you really don't remember a lot of them because they spent so long trapped back in their half with really no options. And so they don't get any goals. The shots they do get are saved pretty simply if they're on target. And just like that, starting to get closer to the wall. They do still have a life left to give. In a best of 7, of course, you got to win 4. So Chicago not quite there yet. But especially with the form we're seeing out of Chicago, to be honest, I would not expect Miami to reverse sweep them. As Hallow will miss a boost here, that does give them a bit of a window. Mincy trying to double it down, but still 50 to the side by Wiko. Wiko up high in the air. Zach trying to pop it up again. Sweezy now a back pass. Stewie just a backflip. Mincy over to the left side. Double back center. That one could set up a shot, but Hallow's able to keep it out to the side. Sweezy now looking for a pass out. Will need one more. He'll get it, but it's well read by Zach, who's on it quickly. Wiko in there next. Loses the 50, but it's right to Hallow. Hallow, though, bumped off it. Sweezy one touch forward. Beat to the next one by Zach. Now dropping it down again. It'll center out. Hallow in the air. Looking for a center down. It's popped up. Not in yet, but it should be a yet until Miami somehow hold on. 6 cars in a heap in front of the net. And when the ball comes out, it does not go into the net until Miami somehow keep their net clean. Sweezy on this one, puts the shot down, but it's right at Wiko who gets the save away. Wiko now still waiting under it, bouncing this one downfield. Mincy off the corner. Hallow trying to get it away. It'll get down into the corner. Zach up in the air again. This one floating towards the net. Sweezy will block to the side from there. Wiko now trying to get it away again. Hallow off the backboard. Sweezy clearing it away. Wiko now trying to pinch it forward again. Stewie waiting under it, looking for a flick. Hallow will be able to get it off the sidewall. Sweezy looking for a play forward. Now this one caught. Still popped forward. Mincy now the one to play it up into the air. Stewie looking for a dunk. Will force Hallow to retreat. And now they'll take it back up his corner. Trying to get it out from there. Hallow gets a reset forward. Runs out of boost there though. And Stewie's able to get another save away. I believe much more similar to game 1 here, as it's taking a long time to see a goal come through. And we're once again going end to end in the interim. This one's Sent away from the back wall by Zach. Stewie kind of jumping past it, struggles to get a touch. Same thing there as he's a little bit too fast on his takeoff. Hallow gonna end up with control, low on boost though, only able to play it out as now this one drops and now it's popped out off the corner. Zach trying to send it long. Stewie off the right wall, no double forward. Now it's Wiko in the air. This one played across, Hallow on it, but Stewie will pop it away. Trying to drop it back down. Mincy over off the side wall. Now we go another one sent off the backboard. Mincy able to force it wide. Still it goes out to Zach. Zach trying to play it back into the corner. Sweezy takes a detour to the boost and that'll make Hallow beat him. And that'll open up the pass to Wiko. You understand it, but Sweezy just too slow to this one. Hallow doubles it out, and Wiko sends it home. That's goal number 1 of the game, and it's first blood to the Inferno. Sweezy trying to send it downfield. Zach another double across. Stewie dropping it down, this one off the ceiling. Mincy trying to get it in. Looking for a 50, but Hallow's able to play it out to the corner. Doesn't get the next challenge, but it'll just end up going across. Now up in the air again. Stewie trying to drop it down. Cleared away by Hallow. Mincy now downfield. Another one pop forward. Another one followed up, but Zach will get the save in the end. Now up towards the ceiling. Sweezy blocked away. That'll go all the way out to the sidewall. Stewie on it next, waiting under it. Hallow trying to clear it away. Mincy a shot and a dunk, but it doesn't go through. Sweezy may have been bumped on the play as well, and so Chicago break out. And with 1 minute left to play, it is the Inferno holding their 1-0 lead. Stewie out off the corner. There's Sweezy, but it's wide off the post. Just a little bit too far across. And Chicago maintain their lead. Sweezy in the air now again. This one cleared away. Mincy waiting under it. Rolls it up the sidewall, trying to get it away. Bounce back in. That one gets up over Wiko. Stewie a pass, but Hallow's back in time. Mincy racing in, needs a win. He goes neutral. That'll favor Chicago. Stewie's touch is lacking as well. Wiko will beat one more. Final 10 seconds will tick down. Chicago only score 1, but that's all they need. Clock strike 0. Hallow looking for a dunk. Sweezy will keep it up for now. Looking for a play out, but Wiko gets the clear instead. And Chicago are on match point. And they will have 4 chances to close it out as they get outshot here 8-5, but they get 1 goal. And that was all they needed. They then hold that lead. And they find themselves their 3rd win in as many games. For Miami now, no lives left to give. Pressure cannot be higher. Your season is on the line. But will we see them battle back? Will we see them attempt a reverse sweep? Or will it end here? As we are going to have a timeout. I forgot to start that, because I did not notice it, but I can do, actually it should be like 30. Guys, I'm gonna make sure they know it's a timeout. I did start the timer. Let me fade that in for you guys. And so we will have a short pause and then we'll get back into this one. First timeout we've seen used, I believe. So we'll see how long. Well, we'll see really what Miami can do with this time, because so far it's feeling like it's starting to get out of hand. But of course, as we said, in a best of 7, they do have this 1 more life. So we will see. We will see what use they can make of this. Mincy didn't know Stewie called timeout, by the way. Hallow was sending a couple messages, and Mincy asked if that's why they called the timeout, but Stewie's the one that called it, and Mincy just did not know that. So that is a little bit unfortunate, I suppose, but as the time runs down here, we will be jumping back into it shortly. As we said, last life for Miami. They need to win 4 straight. That, of course, will be a tall task, but we will see if they can get it done as we get back into it. And so we'll see, can Miami keep it going? Can they find some life in the series? Or will Chicago close it out? As we have seen so many teams do this postseason. Go the one on it. He'll get a 50 out to the side. Stewie now playing it out from the corner. It'll float down, out off the sidewall. Hallow already on it. It'll bounce straight down. Weeko's there, 50'd by Sweezy. Hallow now just gonna back pass it to Zach, who will take it up in the air. Zach to the backboard. A big pinch by Mincy there, and that'll force Hallow into a bit of an awkward spot. Will get a play forward, but it's Sweezy to get it out. So Miami find a little bit of space, but we'll see if they can get an attack, as that one will be off target and cleared away. We go under it, a 50 up the left wall to the ceiling. Hallow now the reset down. This one played away. Stewie waiting under it. Now Weeko jumping in, this off the right side towards the net, but Sweezy able to force it out. Now off the sidewall again, Sweezy up in the air. Weeko trying to drop it down. A floater, Zach to the backboard, but Stewie will be the one to catch it out to the side. 1 minute gone, no goals on the board yet. We'll see who can strike first, as Hallow does get that double, but can't quite find it towards the net, and it'll bounce harmlessly across. That one, though, a bit less harmless. And it's Zach to break through first. Sweezy trying to get it away, doesn't have boost, can't get a 50 there. Neither of his teammates are playing in the net. And it goes right by him. And so a minute 16 in, that is goal number 1 on the board for Chicago. And that timer at the top of your screen, now a countdown to them moving on if Miami can't respond. We go up towards the ceiling, we'll look for a reset, just gets a touchdown, but it's easily cleared away by Stewie. Problem is, his first touch was a little heavy. It was dunked by Hallow, but then Mincy's on it next. That's a great shot. That's a great goal by Stewie. He takes it, well, Mincy takes it away from Hallow, and Stewie somehow redirects that one forward. Zach wasn't ready for it, and it's a tie game. 30 seconds after the first goal, we get a response. And Miami find themselves some life in this one. Still a ways to go to get themselves a win, let alone the series win. But we'll see if this could be the beginning, as Sweezy forced to leave this one. 2 in the air. Neither gets a great touch, but Hallow will jump in to help out as well. Hallow looking for a dunk on this one, able to pinch it down, able to bounce it towards center, looking for a bump, won't find it, but the touch is a little bit lacking. Zach puts it high, the bump won't open it up enough. Weeko will, but Hallow can't quite find the angle, and it'll go across. Zach now 50 down, Sweezy will try to play it over, Stewie will leave, and Sweezy will go even on the next 50. We go forward to Hallow again, and it pings off the post again. They just can't find the target. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Still at parity here. We go trying to pop this one away. Mincy will dunk it right back down. Mincy now off the back wall. That one 50'd in. Sweezy now will be the one to pass it back. Ends up finding Stewie. Stewie in the air. Weeko will play it away. Sweezy trying to drop it down. Now it's down off the ceiling. Hallow trying to get it away. Go looking for another one out. Hallow around the outside, looking for a pass back. No one really able to go on it though. So Weeko Coming up with this one, Squeezy trying for a clear. This one sent high in the air. It'll get cleared out to the side. Now off the back wall. Zach continuing to follow it away. He'll get this one cleared downfield. Now Hallow around the outside. Stewie will dunk it back in. Stewie around the outside again. Pass down, but gets bumped into it by Zach. Squeezy will try for a touch, but it just centers to no one. Hallow now turning it around. Won't get a double. Zach will try to play it forward again. He'll get it off the corner, but then Stewie gets a clear. End to end and end to end, but neither team able to find another goal. So we still stay tied here. Under 1 minute left to go. Chicago still the more threatening team, I'd say, and still the team on the verge of winning this series. But Miami keeping themselves in it for now, although that touch will let them down. It's Zach again, and it's 2-1 Chicago. Squeezy misses, Mincy can't get much behind it. And with 41 seconds to go, it is 2-0. No, it's 2-1, a 1-goal lead for Chicago. Now they just need to hold, while Miami need a goal, and they need it fast. Zach demoed off it, leaves some room to Mincy, but his touch is heavy, and Hallow can get a 50 on it. Stewie, another one bounced over towards Squeezy. He'll go high in the air. Stewie jumping in, Zach to Chow. Neither one will get a piece of it. Hallow wins the 50. It'll go all the way downfield. Hallow pings it off the post. This will be a 2v1, a demo, but Hallow's there. He makes the save, and he helps to send his team onward. Chicago sweep to the semifinals. It is a clean 4-0 win, as we have seen so many times in this round. And Chicago will not be denied. They will, like everyone else, be waiting to see who they will play. But it will be either Santa Carla or New York, as decided by the match tomorrow night. But, of course, that's tomorrow night. For now, we are going to have an interview, and so we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with Chicago. A little bit close in that last game, but a sweep nonetheless. How does it feel to move on?
I got my first playoff win.
Big.
Shout out Lemon. Both of us got our first playoff win this season.
Only time you'll say that sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, we'll get another Prism win. I'll get another playoff win next week.
Oh, yeah, but only time you'll say shout out Lemon.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Lemon. Yeah, that's a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence.
Oh, 100%.
I'm still never saying it.
Now, I will ask, why did those games get maybe a little closer? Was that Miami stepping up, or you guys kind of slowing down a little bit?
It was
almost
the
a mix
I'm
of
not gonna
both.
lie.
We started just yapping about how much we were going to be out if we had to call a timeout. Hollow's mom called him in game 4 to get Reese's. Drim pinged him in DMs because he's trading with a Vample on CS. Another guy messaged him towards the end of the game.
Nice.
Everyone wanted Hollow's attention in game 4.
He's just popular, man. Nothing can be done. But you guys got the win anyway. Now,
Yep.
like everyone else so far, your next round opponent isn't determined, but it will be either Santa Carla or New York. So like I've been asking, who do you think will win? Who do you want to win? How do you feel about the matchup?
I think I'm gonna say if Toad and Jared play good, Nightmare are gonna win because Nate's been popping off this season. But I want Santa Carla to win because I want to play Jam.
Fair. And how do you feel about the matchup against either?
We swept Santa Carla.
I mean, I think
Granted, they
we're both
didn't
fairly
have-
confident about it.
Yeah, we
Whoever
granted they
comes out
didn't have
top.
Jam, but we swept Santa Carla and we beat Nightmare when they had their team. So
So
We'll see.
confident, I'm assuming.
yeah,
Fair enough. Well, I mean,
The only team we're not confident about is the Chugs.
that is true. I was gonna ask.
Sounds
I
about
should
right.
have asked that as well. So, that's the team
But-
you're most scared of.
probably yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, kind of like with Hanoi mentioning you guys and the Chugs. If a team sweeps you, it's fair to say that they're a team to watch out for.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not the closest series, so I'm not sure I have much else for you guys. But congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Thanks, Lago. Thanks for casting.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And that will do it now for the second game of the night. Prism semifinals now halfway to being determined. Again, the next 2 days will each house a Prism game to lock in the rest of the bracket. First with the New York Santa Carla series tomorrow, and then with Calgary Lincoln on Sunday night. So make sure you tune back in for those to see who both Chicago and Hanoi will be playing. But that does it for this game. We still have one more left to go. That'll be up next. But your final score here one last time. Chicago 4, Miami nothing, as it's a sweep for the Inferno to move on. It'll be Daytona up against Vancouver over in Pixel up next. We'll be back live in about 9 minutes. Game in 18. Hope to see you then. That does it for now.